A man that is known to push out prophetic utterances is called Primate Ayodele. It might not be as popular as some of the other major prophets, if we are going to use that word, or major seers or forecasters, but he's also a voice. And once in a while, it comes out to say some few things about the nation and about some political rulers, politicians. He said Buhari will still cry. This is Primate Ayodele. He has said this in his latest prophetic declaration while reacting to the fire outbreak in Abuja, in Aso Rock. The leader of the INRI, Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, says President Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, will still cry over the death of another aide and relative. Primate Ayodele made a prophetic declaration on the incident of fire that occurred at the presidential villa on Friday, adding that he had earlier warned in December 2019 that the country should pray against fire disasters in Aso Rock. I know a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people in Nigeria do not care if fire guts everyone or everything in Aso Rock, Aso Villa, as they are tired of the contraption, tired of whatever it is called Nigeria, particularly from Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. Well, he said that this major fire disaster incident could have been averted, but this occurred at the presidential villa in Abuja. But it was eventually brought under control by the response of members of staffs who were present at that time. Yes, fire outbreak can happen anywhere. It happens in everywhere in the world. According to the presidential spokesman, Garba Shehu, the Aso Rock fire outbreak was caused by a spark in the power supply, and luckily there were no injuries or death recorded at all. Primate Ayodele said in that same prophecy, he asked Nigerians to pray against death and several attacks in the villa. He recalled the death of Buhari's chief of staff, Abakari, occurred month, and now the fire disaster that was luckily brought under control. So are you going to pray, as he said, for against death in Aso Villa, or you are not going to pray? Primate Ayodele warned that he foresees trouble, more trouble, death in Aso Rock, and that serious prayers were needed to avert the danger, adding that President Buhari will still cry more over the death of his relative and another aide. And that's what a lot of people are waiting for. They are even waiting for more catastrophe in Aso Rock. Well, now there are questions that a lot of people want to ask the prophet, and I'm going to read some of them, and of course reactions too. Someone say, who won't die anyway? Even death will pass away. Another person say, my prophet, I respect your calling. Tell us, who is in Aso Rock? Who is the president of your zoo country called Nigeria? As a man of God, speak the truth. Or are you trying to tell me that no prophecy on that? You can't see that one? God's judgment is coming fast. God's judgment is coming fast. Someone say, idiot, they do not know anything. Then they lie to their followers. I speak with God. I speak to God. I speak with God. Or God told me. God said this. You are telling this to your brainwashed followers. There is no precedent in Aso Rock. And I say, why? Their prophecy always on destructive, not salvation. They always foresee bad things to come without ready to provide solution to counter it. All prophets of doom are attention seekers. That's what that's what it is all about. Someone say millions of people are dying every day, and you are here stretching your useless fingers towards Aso Rock. What about people dying in Nigeria? Won't people die before? People like you should be given up for open flogging. Someone say evil prophecy will not see the light of the day. By the authority of the prophecy is cancelled, rather null and void. Spirit of death is banished. Someone says, stop all these nonsensical predictions before God of nemesis will catch up with you. Someone says you should shut his mouth up. That is a fake pastor. Since you were born, none of your predictions or prophecies has ever come to pass. Someone says, Ayodele, it is you and your entire generation that will see this. Shame on you. You talked about Imo State prophecy. Is that not enough? Someone say, are you not the man of God? Pray against it. Someone say, if there's anyone by that name alive as Nigerian president, he is already gone and dead. So what are you prophesying about? Simply put, Buhari is non-existent. And what is it talking about? Aso Rock fire, and that he should pray for a dead man. Well, I see a lot of pain in the hearts of a lot of people. Now, I'm going to tell you this: anyone that steps into that position as president will always have someone that will speak against him, as you will not have everybody supporting you. It's not just possible that everybody will support you in life. It's not possible. You will always have people that will say this and that against you. But in the case of Buhari, do you think Buhari is a man of integrity if he's alive? Okay, whoever is there, do you think whoever is there is a man of integrity? Do you think the man that is there cannot, nepotism cannot be pointed in the direction of the person? Do you think that the loot that they are getting from one point or the other, and of course the resources that they are also investing and making money out of it, do you think the money is not also being stolen from the back door? What do you think is happening in this administration? Did you get the dividends of democracy as you voted a military general and you expect him without understanding democracy, without any leadership training, without any management skills and all of that training? Do you think he would have been able to do something different? These are questions you should begin to ask yourself. So I can see a lot of pain in the hearts of people. I can see a lot of pain. And that's why a lot of people are not interested in Buhari. They're not interested in this administration. They're not interested in a lot of things. Look at how things are in Nigeria. Not because previous administration, both military and civilian, not that any of them have been better. There are questions I keep asking and throwing to you whenever you tell me one administration is better than the other. There is no administration that is ever better in Nigeria. It's getting worse. And the other ones that are worse in the previous administration are not even better. So there is no administration that you can talk about and say, I'm comfortable with this one. There is no administration that is better. Not Goodluck Jonathan, not Babangida, not Abacha, not none of them. None of these administrations were better, because there are things that many people are blind to that none of this administration ever gave or provided. They intentionally kept things the way it is so as to make sure that they keep oppressing. So the prophecy of Primate Ayodele might not mean anything to a lot of people. In fact, some people might believe and want or wish or pray that these prophecies of this person passing on in Nassau Villa, this fire and all of those things should even increase. Probably that will turn things around in that contraption called Nigeria. But I wouldn't know what your opinion is. Anyway, maybe you have a different view, a divergent view. I've seen people probably from the north of Nigeria. Some of them come online too, and they comment and they say, no, probably because the president or the man there at the moment, the name that is being used there is from the north, and they do not want anything wrong with their people. Same goes to if the president of Nigeria is from the south of Nigeria, probably a lot of northerners will also come online to speak against that person. And what do you see? Tribe, religion. These are the major issues. And aside this, the inability or the lack of conscience in many of the people that take over the seat of power in that contraption. This is also a major issue, because if everything is done in the right manner, even if there are people that are going to complain, the complaints will be minimal. At least major things would have been sorted out. Major things would have been done in the right manner, and the right approaches would have been taken to put things right. Then you will not have so much venom in the hearts of people, particularly in this administration. People are filled with so much venom. A lot of issues are in there. People, and they are just pushing it out. What would have been the best, and I know that would never have happened, is for this same Jubril al-Sudani or Major General Muhammadu Buhari. What would have been good and better was for him to have, at least showcased what they call the federal character. He should have been open-handed when it comes to the rule of law. Should have done things right. It would have, things would have been different. But then, how is that even possible? It's not possible because you cannot, a cow or a dog cannot give birth to a lion or give birth. So it is what you have inside of yourself that you are definitely going to replicate. That's just what it is. So what you see happening in this regime is simply exactly what is inside of it. So I don't know what you think. Do you think you are going to pray for Buhari, pray for Aso Rock, and pray for the people there? What will your prayer be? What is going to be your prayer point for them there?